What is up, YouTube? It is I, HPJ here, and I did not expect a second Harpie card to be released in the OCG for the Yu-Gi-Oh Rush Duels, because I only assumed it was one, but then again, I've been extremely busy, so I haven't really been paying much attention. And apparently now we have another card. We have a trap card for the Harpies coming in Rush Duel. So this card is probably a major reference to the Yu-Gi-Oh anime and manga. This is Hysteric Eyes. It is a normal trap. This is when your opponent normal summons slash sets from their hand, or your opponent summons a monster or monsters. You can choose up to two monsters your opponent controls, two monsters on your opponent's field, and change their battle positions. If a ritual monster has its battle position changed by this effect, for the rest of this turn, your opponent cannot activate the effects of ritual monsters or monsters with the same name as this card. So this card is definitely one that has major references, because you see Cyber Harpie, or basically Harpie Lake with a cyber shield, and she is basically seducing her opponent into combat. Now, we all know the major references is here, because in the Yu-Gi-Oh anime and manga, My Valentine used Shadow of Eyes to lure Yugi's male monsters into battle with her. Hence, into why the Shadow of Eyes trap card has the eyes of Harpy Lady. And you can actually see here that they kept that same homage with Hysteric Eyes, using it as a way to reflect on Harpy Lady, using her seductive tactics in combat, which is probably one of the smartest things you can think of, because yes, it is a major reference to that tactic, which the Harpy Ladies themselves take advantage of. So, you know, here's my thing, because this trap card itself is just about a position changer. We have a couple of those already in the Harpy archetype. The crazy thing that I will say about this card and its just overall consensus is, damn, the artwork looks amazing. Like, this is just the full art of it, where it is Harpy Lady in Cyber Shield, and she's using her elegance and her looks to seduce her opponent. Which is funny, because they showed a similar thing in the Yu-Gi-Oh anime and manga like this, where they use Shadow of Eyes as an equip spell, well, equip trap, to then have Harpy Lady seduce her opponent. Because the first victim of this was Dark Magician, who who tried to attack Harpy Lady. Mirror Wall triggered, and then Dark Magician attacked the reflection of himself, cutting his attack points in half, only for then Harpy's pet dragon to wipe him off the board. And it's, to me, I guess in a way this is something similar, where you're forcing your opponent's monsters to be summoned, but now their effects are negated if they're a ritual monster, and it makes sure that the ritual monster and any copies of it can't use their abilities. Which, to be fair, smart move. Smart move. Smart move. You don't need a Harpy to control it. You just need for your opponent to play a monster. To play monsters, whether they're normal summon, they're set, or they're ritual or they're special summoned, which is easily done in Rush Duel. I think, honestly, truthfully, will we see a Hysteric Searcher in Yu-Gi-Oh Rush Duel before we do a DCG OCG? Because it's kind of what it looks like. And honestly, yeah, this is a really good card. And a lot of people have said this card definitely screams anti-ritual, which, I mean, it does, because it's stopping those monsters from having an effect. And I don't know too much about the ritual monsters in Yu-Gi-Oh Rush Duel, but I do know they exist in the extra deck like diffusion monsters. They do, some of them have abilities. I do know that. So this ties in perfectly with making sure that those abilities do not go off. Outside of that, really, I'm looking at just the artwork, and I love how it is presented. I honestly did not expect it to be a secret, because that's definitely what this is. It's not a secret and ultra full art, which still looks really good. And it's probably one of the more designed Harpy cards that we've seen when it comes to a lot of the Harpie cards. When they had the full arts, because Harpie Lady 1, 2, and 3, I believe, have a full art. In an Over Rush Rare, that's what it's called, an Over Rush Rare. And Harpie Lady's Triangle Beauty has an Over Rush Rare. And now we have Hysteric Eyes having an Over Rush Rare. So yeah, this is just really cool to see. It's not a bad card, but I also feel like, how should I put this? It's a step in the direction to help Harpies in certain cases. But also, this is a card that can be used in multiple decks too for just generic play. And that can also mean that this card can see some limitations later on in the game. So yeah, it's something. And I guess I'm more gushing over this artwork because this artwork is gorgeous. This is really gorgeous. It definitely plays on the aesthetics of what it's trying to show. Those are some hysteric eyes, aren't they? So let me know in the comment section what you guys think about this card and its inclusion into the Yu-Gi-Oh lineup, especially in terms of just being generic support. While this card itself is a hysteric card and normally used with Harpies when it comes to hysteric cards nowadays. So, alright, you guys, thank you for watching, and HBJ signing out. Take care. Bye-bye.